The video today it's called Trailmakers building tutorials, because they're not really tutorials. It's more like me showing you how to build certain things. You know, there's been an update. They've got newer plane things. Some people still don't know how to work the settings and how to change the planes to make them fly better. Or even when it comes to a helicopter, some people don't know what they're doing. Most people look it up on YouTube. But a lot of the times, even YouTube doesn't help people out. But it also depends on the video that you watch. Now, I'm going to show you how to build a simple plane. Simple little tiny airplane. So we're going to start with a 2x4 block, and then I'm gonna copy that 4 times. So we've already got one. We just do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Now we have 4 2x4s. Now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to come to the front. You're going to get you a seat. Doesn't really matter what seat. I would rather go with the go-kart seat though. Probably the easiest thing to work with right now, especially if you're just starting out. And I would put that in the middle right here. So 2 on this, 2 on this. Then what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to get yourself one of these 1x2 wedges, and you want to bring them all the way to the top. Same for the other side, so just copy it, bring it all the way to the end. Next, what you're going to want to do is get a 1x4 block and just bring that to the end. So start from the front, bring it to the end. Then next, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to bring this up one more time. Same 1x4 block. Go ahead and remove the seat. Just make sure you remember where you placed it. The seat was just there so you know where the center of this thing is. We're gonna put a seat back in because you have to have a seat in order to fly. Then you want to come back to the 1x2 wedge, and you want to bring them to the end. Just like that. Now you see you kind of got yourself like a circle going on. There's a reason for this, and you guys will see that in a minute. Now what you want to do is you want to grab this 2x4 block, and you want to put one at the front and one at the back. So see how we got that? That's how you want it. Then you're going to want to get a 1x2 block, and then put it at the front. Then you want to put one in the back, just like this. Now you want to try to get your way into here. And you want to get that 1x2 block and cover up this. Do the same for the front. Get the 1x2 block, cover it up. Now you got a place where your seat's gonna be. Now remember, if you don't want your seat in the middle of the plane, Then and once you're better at building planes, you can eventually just build planes and put seats wherever you want. You don't have to have it in the middle of the plane. I'm good at building planes. I don't need to do this. This is just a tutorial to help. Now you can see, you got this area right here. You got a hole here. And you got the same thing in the back here. There's a reason for this, and there's a reason for this. Now there is really no front to this thing. You can use the right side as your front, or the left side as your front. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna use this side for me though. Now, in here, depending on how fast you want your plane to go, a lot of people is gonna want their plane to go fast. This might make your plane look a bit uglier if you do this. But you can do that. And then you can see you got this like this. But we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna have this. So you can see we still have all this area in here. Sometimes your plane isn't always going to be able to take off because there's going to be so much weight on it, but there's not enough power to get it going off the ground. So you can always put tiny thrusters, or you can put big thrusters. I normally like the tiny thrusters because they're quieter. So if you want, you can put thrusters just like me right on the inside. Then cover it up with the same 2x4 block. And now you got this. This is the front of your plane. Now, once you're good at building planes, like I said, once you're good at building planes, you don't have to even build a plane that looks like this. Okay, this kind of looks like crap. But for a beginner, this wouldn't be a bad airplane. Now, the plane's still not finished. So, don't worry. Now, you see you got more of this here. What you can do in here is planes have wheels. And instead of having to reset your plane a bunch of times, you can put an engine in there which will operate your wheels, and then the rest can just be thrusters. Right there. 2 thrusters in the back. Then you can cover that up just like so with 1x2 block. And there you go. Now you're probably gonna want a cool little fancy design. So what you can do here is you can get rid of these just like this. So you'll have this. Then what you can do is do not put any blocks in this area, because what we're gonna do is we can get a piston. Make sure your piston's just like this.
What's up, little Tommy?
Now you're gonna want to get a 1x2 block and cover that up. We're not gonna mess with the pistons just yet because you're gonna want to build something that we're about to build on top. Now, I don't know how this is gonna look, so if it doesn't look good, don't judge me. We'll try to fix it if it doesn't look too good. Like I said, this is just a beginner's plane. This is just a tutorial to show you how to build a plane. This is not exactly me trying to, you know, this is not my actual building here. Now, I could definitely do way better than this. But this is just a plane showing you how to build a plane that will actually function the way you want it to. Now what you're going to do is, if I can even find it myself, you're going to want to look for the 2x4x2 wedge. That sounds like a lot, trust me, it's not. Then you're going to want to do this. Now, you want to come back to this 2x2x2 wedge, and you want to put one on each side just like this. Now, obviously, when this comes down, it's not going to cover up these side holes. So, what you're going to want to do is you want to get a 1x4 block, and you're going to want to put it on each side. Now, this should give us time to operate the pistons. So you can start their starting position, which we would start at 0. But if you start at 0, you can see it glitches through, which is not what it's supposed to do. So, bring that up to about a 50. You can see it's still kind of glitching through. So, I do. Oh wow, that didn't make a difference at all. I'd probably do about a 60. Yeah, there you go. It's still kind of not exactly right. I don't know if that's normal. It's almost. We're probably not gonna get this exactly perfect. So, just bring the starting position to a 60. And it should look like this. As long as you don't try looking for the glitchy parts, then you shouldn't even notice them and it shouldn't be a problem. Then now you just want to turn all these to glass. And then that would be the cockpit, or whatever you want to call it, where you sit, and that's how you control the airplane. If you don't like it, the cockpit area pointy like this, kind of like a triangle, then you can always use different things. Like, you can always do a rounded 1x2, go a little bigger than that though. Probably about, I'd say, something like this. You can always use that. That is a 2x4x2. But I'm gonna go with this just for now. This is just examples. This is not exactly an airplane. It is an airplane, but it's just an example. It's not my personal build. Like, I'm not trying to build this for myself. Now, if I like it, I'll keep it, but it's just to show you. It's nothing crazy.
How you doing, Colin? You doing good, buddy?
What's up, balls?
No. Mr. Soap Balls.
I don't know why it's like that. And my hands just smell like that, and that's why I keep thinking that.
Oh, you're Soap Balls.
Because, like, my hands don't even smell like it. But then, whenever I do that, nah, it has like that weird smell.
Soap Balls.
Guys, I am sorry I messed up right there. We're actually gonna do this.
Guys, he's apologizing because he has soap balls.
No.
Dang, bro. Is anyone even in your stream?
Nope.
Bro, what's going on, bro? My leg feels weird.
Now that we got that, now we need to get this out of the way. Because now we need to put our seat back. We probably should have done that before we tried to build the cockpit area, but some people that watch the video, if they do try to build this, they'll probably do it. I didn't know. That's why I have to now. But what I just built there is the wheel. But the wheel can fold up or down. So it goes in, goes out. Now, really, you don't really need, like, big wheels, like, unless you're going to have a big plane. But
I'm gonna go back to the first map real quick so I can do that thing to get more money.
Alright, that's not what that was supposed to do. And we obviously messed up already too, because we need to make these back wheels do the same thing as the front ones. They need to be able to fold. Just like that. You turn the angles all the way up. Do not change the speed of how fast the wheels go up though. Well, I mean you can, but I would recommend not to, because the faster it goes up, it'll probably cause some glitch to your vehicle and then make your whole vehicle lag out and you'll crash, and you don't want that. Oh my goodness. We ruined that. Hold on. We gotta fix it. We never changed this. Wow. I don't know if that's supposed to do that. And why does the plane? Good night, love it. That's what it is. That's not supposed to do that. Alright, now I think all that's left to do is to build the wing and the tail. So let's get to building that. So, you can use a modular wing, but I prefer the flap wing. Because if you use the modular wing, then you have to actually build a wing that works. So I would recommend using this. You might also have a lot of power. A little too much power for a small airplane. Cause this airplane probably shouldn't have that much kind of power. Oh yeah. Another thing too, weight does have an effect on your vehicles. I'm not saying that this has too much weight. Now it kind of seems like there's too much weight in the back. So we'll just, instead of filling that in like that, we can go ahead and do that. We might actually need more weight blocks in the front. So normally, right now I should be telling you guys how to build what I'm doing. But as long as you follow along, you should be fine. I will tell you eventually in a sec here though, not how to build this part. Because the tail, it doesn't really matter how you build the tail. You can build the tail however you want. But you also gotta understand, the more weight you put in the back, the more weight blocks you gotta put in the front to make that weight even. Because if one side's uneven and the other side isn't the same, then your plane's probably gonna fail. So you can see, my airplane's working. And like I said, you know, you can put the wheels down or up. But yeah, if you build your plane exactly the same as mine from watching the video, it should fly no problem. Taking off, I would try to go slow, because if you take off way too fast, you know, it might not even fly, you might crash. But this thing goes pretty fast, it goes around in the hundreds. And one thing you guys probably don't know if you haven't played this, if you fly up, It's just like a real airplane. If you fly up and then fly down, you fly faster. Just don't hit the water, because then you're gonna crash. I'm not gonna keep the plane. Even though it flies great, I'm not gonna keep it. Just because I don't want it. And I could do a whole lot better than this. But there you go, that was how to build an airplane. Now I'm going to show you guys one I built earlier today, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was earlier today or last night. I believe it was today. But I'm not 100%. So it says right here. The DLC pack came with a cockpit plane, like an actual plane cockpit. And I don't have the DLC pack, so I tried to make that exact same one. And then built these. You can go in the back of this airplane if you do this. The screen's gonna look a little weird though because the character's plane. Not the plane itself, but like the inside. And I'm sure most people are trying to figure out how in the world is this plane flying? Where's the things that make it fly? Those big ball things that are hanging at the bottom of the wing of the plane, you can see the propellers. They're inside of that. Now I didn't make this one where the wheels fold up when you take off, so they just stay in the same spot. But I did make the back door open. If you wanted to put guns on this thing, you could. I'm probably not going to though, because I haven't quite tested it out yet with guns, and I don't know how it would do with a gun and flying at the same time. So I don't know. If it flies good, if I test it out and it flies good with weapons, then we'll just take a copy of the plane, put RPGs and miniguns on it, and then maybe have a build battle one day. And like, not a build battle, but a fight with planes one day. I mean, this thing flies great. It's not really fast at turning, and it's not slow. Yeah. And if you wanted to fly in first person, you can.
What is that, buddy?
Flying in first person is kind of easy in this game. Now that they did an update to it, because you can actually look around instead of whenever you do try to look around before, it would always take you out of the first person screen. But now you can actually look around in first person without it taking you out of first person. And it's so much easier to fly now in first person than it was. And in my opinion, I think building airplanes in this game, I think they made it a whole lot easier for players to build an airplane that actually works. That's just my opinion, because before you had to add, all there was, I think, was a modular wing. So you actually had to build a wing that would actually move on its own and fly. they didn't just have these other new wings that they have now, where all you do is change a few settings and they're ready to go. Because that's what this is now. This is the new wings, so it's a just change a few things and it flies. The last ones, I'll show you a plane that I made before that it was from before the update. They made it to where you had to actually build your own wing that would work. So, whoops, my bad, that's not it. This is the one I was talking about. Before the update with the new wings, they only had the modular wing, which I think is what's on it now. And you had to make your own wing move like this in order for it to actually even fly and steer the way you wanted it to. I kind of like this wing because it feels a whole lot smoother to fly with than the new ones. But at the same time, the new ones are just a lot easier because you don't have to sit there and try to put all that work into making a wing that actually turns.
Finally, this dinosaur killed the herbivore.
So I like these wings, but the new ones are a whole lot better in my opinion. Just because it's easier to make a plane instead of having to put even more work into building wings that actually work. If they never added the new wings, then I would still be building wings like that, but they got the new wings and it's just a whole lot better. I think this is a plane I built today. I'm pretty sure. No, I think this might be last night actually. I think this is a plane I built last night or something. I can't quite remember. It's not the best at flying. To be honest, I might delete this plane. I like the look of it. Kind of looks like a battle royale type of plane. But it doesn't fly great at all. Like, you gotta move your thumbstick around just to try to get it to turn at a good angle and keeping it straight at the same time. So we'll go ahead and delete this plane. It took quite a while to build, and it even made me mad whenever I was building it because I was trying to get it to actually fly, but we're just gonna delete it because it's not the greatest. Building bigger planes take a lot of work because you gotta try to make the front and the back as even as possible. This is a truck that I've already made before, and all I did was add the new guns to it. It's got RPGs and a whole lot of guns. Those are actually miniguns. Wow. I would not recommend driving this truck up that. Yep, don't drive this truck up that. Ooh. Well, there you go if you're trying to shoot airplanes. These miniguns are so strong it actually pushes the vehicle backwards. Like, watch this. See that, watch. We're stopped. It pushes us backwards. It got us to go up to 33 miles an hour. Like, that's just telling you how strong those miniguns are. And those miniguns could probably knock a human down in real life. Maybe, well, I don't think one would, but if you had 4 miniguns on you, and you were able to fire all 4 at the same time, it would definitely probably knock you down. Not even probably, more than likely, it would knock you down. This is just a 3-wheel motorcycle. It's pretty fast. It was supposed to be a build tutorial video where I build different things but show you how to build them, like an airplane, a helicopter, vehicles. But we're not gonna do anything else. So if you want to learn how to build an airplane, just go to the beginning of the video. It shows you specifically. The airplane that I showed you how to build, it did work. It flew perfectly fine. I just didn't keep it because I didn't really like the look of it. I could have made it look a whole lot better if I actually tried. But it was just a demonstration trying to show you how to build an airplane and just show you how to work the settings. It wasn't me trying to show you how to build a plane that I would actually like and keep. And if you guys want to learn how to build good vehicles, just let me know in the comments down below. I'm good at building vehicles. Not like the greatest vehicles, like cop cars and stuff. I can make flashing lights with sirens and stuff, but I'm not the greatest at building like an actual cop car and stuff. I don't mean greatest as building like, I don't mean great. I'm pretty great at building vehicles as like I can build a Lamborghini or cars or anything like that. I'm mainly good with building trucks, so if you want to learn how to build a truck, let me know. This is an ambulance. I made this thing. Most of you probably won't believe me. You'll probably say I stole it off the gallery. I did not steal this off the gallery. This is not even on the gallery. Unless someone somehow got it from me and put it on the gallery. But nobody that I know of that I gave this thing to has put it on the gallery. But it's even got a hospital bed, you know. I didn't do a bunch decorating because I was trying to make as much room as possible. But yeah, you got doors that open up, man. Like, you got your left door that opens. Your right arrow opens both of these side doors here. Then your up arrow opens this, or you can press your down arrow and it opens it on the inside, like that. It's not a fast ambulance, But it's just a vehicle I made. I wasn't trying to make it go fast or anything. I mean, if you want to use it for role plays, and if you're someone I gave it to and you want to use it for role plays, but you want it to be faster, then go ahead, do upgrades to it. I really don't care. But yeah, this is just it. There's your sirens right there. And then you can turn on your lights. I'm thinking about building interior lights inside of the windshield there. Just like maybe 2 on each side or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is... I mean, I was really happy whenever I made this ambulance. Like, it was my first time even building an ambulance, and I got it to work. Like, that made me happy. All I really did is build a truck piece. Basically the same one I built on my other trucks. And then just turned into an ambulance. But yeah, there you go. So this thing only goes 29 miles an hour. Does not go faster than that. I'm sure I could make it go faster than that. But like I said, it was just a build. I was just trying to build it. I wasn't trying to actually make it to where it would drive real fast and stuff like an actual ambulance probably would. I was just trying to build an ambulance. So that's one I built before. I say one like I've built more, but I haven't built more. That's just one. If you want to see a police SUV I've tried to build, I'll go ahead and show you. It's not great. This one I was kind of disappointed in, because I don't really like the way it looks. But I'm not good at building SUVs. But this is supposed to be a police SUV. Still got the lights. I did make the flashing lights. Like I said, I know how to make the flashing lights and stuff for police cars. But I just don't know how to build a good looking cop car, you know? But there you go. Door's still open. I've had people before ask me, how do you build doors on the game? It requires steering hinges. I could show you how to build one, but I'll probably wait till next video to do that, if I even do another video on this game. And it's been a really long time since I've built a tiny truck or car. But if you guys want to learn how to build something as small as this that actually works, let me know. This tiny truck here. This is the first tiny truck I've made too. And it came out nice. Now obviously it does not actually have front headlights that work, but it does have back lights that work. But like literally, I'm about as tall as this truck. That's how small this truck is. Doors, still open. Which I think is pretty cool. Building tiny doors on a vehicle is not the easiest, bro. Like I'm telling you, trying to build doors on a tiny vehicle is not easy at all. But this truck does go a decent speed. It goes about 40 or 50 miles an hour. Right now we're going like 50, 60 now. I'm thinking 60 something is probably as fast as it'll go. Definitely don't turn sharp though unless you want to flip. Oh crap. Yeah, you can see where you're driving and everything. I love this tiny truck. And to be honest with you, I might actually try to build tiny vehicles more often. I just now noticed this about this tiny truck. I don't remember ever doing this to this truck, but if you press the gas button one time, it puts in an automatic drive. So it drives automatically, but you still have to do the steering. And then if you press it again, it turns off the automatic drive. I don't remember doing that with this truck. But apparently, I guess I did. So yeah, if you don't feel like holding down the gas button, just press it one time, and it can drive on its own. I really don't remember doing that to my truck at all. But apparently I did. I think I do remember adding an automatic drive thing, but I added it to where you had to like press R1 for it to work. So I don't know why me pressing the gas button one time is what turns it on. I know a lot of people are probably going to want to know how to build something like this. And I'm telling you, it was not easy to build. Like, one more block would take up all my space for this thing. But I know a lot of people is probably going to ask me how to build this motor home. If you hold down the down arrow, it puts those up. If you press your left arrow, it pulls that out. If you hold down your bottom arrow, puts the awning in and the slide out in. And if you hold your up arrow, puts the slide out and the awning out. And it puts down things to hold up your vehicle so it can't roll away nowhere on you. Then it's also got lights. Whenever you get out, it just puts you in here. That is supposed to be like a bedroom up there, like a bed area. Then it's got a window. Then it's got bunk beds. More lights. And then, yeah. This would probably be right where your, queen size bed is or whatever. One thing I'm noticing about this is, there's no window right there. Oh, never mind, I see. Uh-oh. The game's lagging so hard right now. Oh. Oh my goodness. The game just lagged so hard it made me delete like literally parts of this thing. We're not gonna worry about this right now. I'll probably fix that another time. If I even get back to it.
You wanna know something? That one meat-eating dinosaur, I'm about to be unlocking. I don't really know how to pronounce his name though. Yeah. Well, I don't think I'll be able to unlock him tonight, but I know if not tonight, maybe tomorrow.
So this is a truck that someone else has made. But it actually had a back piece. It did not have that topper piece. I made that. And I changed the whole color of the truck. And then I did this to it. Hydraulics. I added hydraulics to this thing. Isn't that cool or what? And I really like the fire and the steam they added whenever you crash and parts of your vehicle break or get blown up. I really like that. That was kind of cool.
God, bro, that's fucking annoying. My base keeps getting fucking sabotaged. Like, oh. Like, leave me alone. Right now.
I'm gonna show you guys a car I built before.
I'm about to have 200 mil in there, so that's good.
So I'm not good at building cars, but I'll show you guys a car that I built. It's this thing right here. I was trying to make a Crown Victoria. It's a car. It's a cop car. And I was gonna try to make one and turn it into a cop car. But I made this. And I don't think this would look good as a cop car, so I didn't even bother turning it into one. But it's got doors. It's got front and back headlights. It's not even really fast. Its max speed is, I believe, 35 miles an hour, because that's what we're going at right now. Yeah, its max speed is 35 miles an hour. If you go downhill, I'm sure it will go faster. Every vehicle seems to go faster going downhill, which is realistic. I mean, if you drove your car, and then, you know, if you put it in neutral, it rolls downhill. So if you're driving and going downhill, it's obviously going to go faster.
Hey, I might have an idea. Alright, we completed the genome, but I do think
this is something I made before. It was going to be a truck and a camper added, but I happened to turn it into a car and a camper.
what the fuck?
You can get inside this thing. We're kind of a little big for the. But you can't get inside the camper. It looks way bigger when you're inside of the camper. But when you're outside, it's not as big at all. Uh-oh. We got in. But I don't think we're gonna get back out. There you go. It was a tight squeeze, but it fits. I would recommend turning, like slowing down and turning whenever you turn with this camper, because you can see it goes fast, and if you turn, you know, the whole thing's gonna shake and you're gonna flip. I said shake, but I mean wobble. Whatever, you can call it shake, wobble, I don't care what you call it. Well, we officially broke the front wheel, so now we can't turn. Hold on. Yeah, we can turn. Actually, we tried, but, yeah, we can. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. It's officially been an hour and 2 minutes. I didn't even plan to stream that long, because the whole video was supposed to be about showing you guys how to build certain things, like a helicopter that works, a plane that will fly steady, and maybe some vehicles. But I didn't show y'all how to build anything but an airplane that actually works. But if you guys want to see more, and you want to see more tutorials on how to build things, just let me know. If you want to know how to build a helicopter, let me know. If you want to know how to build a car, let me know. A truck, let me know. I'm not the greatest at building cars, so don't expect the best from a car. But a truck, I am pretty good at building. I don't know how I became better at building trucks and cars, but I'll show you guys this right here. This is a old pickup truck that I made. It's kind of got that sound too.
This dinosaur sure does like taking a sweet time walking while the other one was running.
It's pretty quick though for having a raw engine. But yeah, seriously, if you guys want to know how to like build trucks or cars or helicopters or planes or something, let me know. Think of something and let me know. I'm not the greatest at building a bunch of things, so you're just gonna have to name something that you want me to build that you might be interested in trying to build, and I will try my hardest to build it for you and do a tutorial at the same time. Like, this is even another truck that I made. It's a nice truck. Took 451 blocks to make. You can see right there.
What do you want to do tonight? You want to watch some... I ain't saying right now.
Probably. But it's got some steps right here. Like those trucks that have the steps that come out whenever you open the door of the vehicle to get out. Has that on both sides. And then it's got a working tailgate. Got working doors. Truck does work. Something's glitching out in the front though that's causing it to be like bouncy or something. I don't know what's wrong there. Maybe try to respawn it. Actually, I've done this before. I think I know what's wrong. I think one of the one of the wheels are trying to drive backwards while the rest are driving forward. No, that's not the problem. I really don't know then. Maybe it's something to do with the suspension? Suspension could have an effect. Maybe it's these. No, I don't know. Maybe it's something in the front. Maybe there's too much weight. I don't know. It's alright. This was just one of the trucks I made. I can improve, guys. I don't think it's a glitch. I think it just don't have a bunch of engines to make it go fast enough. But you can definitely see it works. And I think this is a pretty nice truck. So if you guys want to know how to build trucks, let me know. I've gone on YouTube before and I've looked up videos on how to build trucks or cars or something, and I couldn't find videos. If I looked up trucks, I would find people showing you how to build a semi-truck and trailer. They won't show you how to build an actual pickup truck. Even if you look up pickup truck, you won't see a video. Well, you might now. I don't know if there's any YouTubers that actually still play the game who might do it, but right now I'm probably the only person who would show you how to build an actual truck. And if somebody really wants me to, I can make a truck and a trailer, a pickup truck and a trailer. But y'all gotta make sure to like this video, share it, subscribe if you're not, and turn on post notifications. If this video can at least get, I'm gonna say 50 likes, which I know it's not, but if it does get that much, I will build a pickup truck and a trailer that can connect and disconnect. And the trailer will have ramps that go up and down to put vehicles on. Whether or not a vehicle is going to drive up that ramp without breaking the trailer, I don't know. But I will try. But y'all gotta make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you're not. Like this video and share it with friends and family or anybody that might play this game or might be interested in watching this kind of stuff. And if it can at least get to 50 likes, I will build a truck and trailer that can disconnect and do all that. And the truck can even have opening doors as well. Because in that update that they had a few days ago, they added sandbox mode. And the sandbox mode allows you to build without a build limit. So it doesn't matter how many blocks you build with. You can build as big as you want, as much as you want. It won't have a limit. So even if I want to build a firefighter truck, I can. Last time I tried to build a firefighter truck, I couldn't because it was just going to be way too big. and I ran out of blocks to use, because you only get 700 blocks, so I ran out. But now that there's a sandbox mode, I can probably build a firefighter truck. But you guys gotta, like, if you guys want to see that, you need to let me know, and you need to do everything I said. You don't have to, but I'm just saying, if you want to see a video with that stuff, then I recommend you doing that. You're nasty.
That was my headphone.
But I want to go ahead and end the video here, y'all.
Dinosaur, fucking sleep, so I can complete the sound.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here because it is just... It's already been well over an hour, and that's not even as long as I want to do this video. Before I do that, I want to show you this. This is supposed to be, I think, a jukebox. I don't know. I don't remember what these machines are that play music. But I even made it like this. I did make this, by the way. I know a lot of the things that I say I made, people is gonna just say, "Oh, you took that off the gallery." Trust me, I didn't. I mean, why would I take this off the gallery? If I saw this on the gallery, I wouldn't even want it, because all it does is you get inside it, it plays music, shoots out smoke. But I made this, that's the reason why I keep it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.